do believe that it's about time that we get started. Everything left. Welcome to the stream. If you are here, if you are not here, you are still welcome as always. Today is a wonderful Saturday. A very tiring Saturday for me personally. I am a little tired, kind of nursing a headache, but that's okay. Because it's dinosaur killing, and I don't have to brain to dinosaur kill.
Yeah. Turn off that brain and get shooting.
Hell yeah. Obviously, we are starting a little late, mostly because we were trying to decide on what to do and just chatting and losing track of time and all that fancy stuff. But it's okay, because Rise gets to show off his fancy new avatar.
I am a beautiful diva. I'm so pretty. Like, you outdid yourself with how beautiful this looks.
Oh, you're welcome. I do still. I am actually eventually going to need to see if I can do anything to update my avatar a little bit. Probably just like reshade it or something, a little bit of touch up. But I definitely need to reshade Gizmo's. He made his avatar himself. So I'm really happy with what he did. But now, like, next to yours, like, I showed him yours and he was like, hey, you wanna go in and like touch up mine as well? I'm like, yes, yeah, I will. Just give me a bit.
I'm just too beautiful. Too fancy.
Like I was saying though, like, just your I think I did really well on yours. I'm actually genuinely proud of the of your avatar. And it kind of makes the others look bad.
I'm too beautiful. Everyone else looks bad by comparison. Who would have thought?
All right, let's load into a dino survival to start. Mostly because I know that the first wave or two is going to be absolutely dog shit, because it's loading in all the assets as they show up, not like preloading them for some reason. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what, but it's every time.
Oh, you want to do the Savage Gauntlet?
Oh, we will. I just don't want to go into it right now because I know that the first one's gonna suck.
Fair enough.
But then, yes, I would love to do the Savage Gauntlet. That's a Neo T-Rex, I think.
Nice.
While it is loading and making sure that it has at least 3 frames to rub together, I'm gonna take care of a couple holidays. Today's National Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day. I'm not a big fan of raisin bread. I'll admit it. I don't mind raisins. I like bread. I like cinnamon. I don't like raisin bread. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a texture thing.
Honestly, I don't like raisins in general.
Like, that's also fair.
Like, it's just raisin bread has this issue that it's the same one. Like, I can have what's it called? Not cupcakes, muffins with like fruit in them. It's the texture of like the soft bread and then finding something hard in it that I find disgusting.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. And like something that it's a bit of pet peeve of mine. It really irritates me. I love peanut butter. I absolutely love peanut butter. In fact, like, most of the time, I don't even bother putting jelly on my sandwiches. I just peanut butter. I love peanut butter. However, my stepson, when he makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for our toddler, he has a very bad habit of like not actually wiping off the knife all the way. So there'll be a little bit of jelly in the peanut butter. And while it isn't like horrible, that jelly in the peanut butter like takes on a new texture So I'll just be like, I'll have like a spoonful of peanut butter, like I always do, and I'll lick it, just get some in my mouth, and then just something weird is in there, and it's jelly, and it's not even the flavor. Like I don't taste anything, but it's just like you go in expecting one texture, and then it's suddenly something else is there, like immediate like gag reflex.
I get that.
I hate it.
There are like very like I'm a person that grew up, home where you eat what it's given to you. You
Hmm.
don't get it from the table until you finish it.
Yeah.
So I got used to just eating a bunch of stuff that I didn't like, and I generated like a Stockholm syndrome with a bunch of food. So I'm like, it's not bad, I guess. But there are very specific things that I cannot, and one of them is papaya. Like it's such a common fruit that my family loves, but
Hmm.
both the flavor and the texture of papaya makes me gag. Like I cannot withstand it's fucking a cell on my body.
Yeah, I can get that.
Like it's just disgusting. Papaya, no, please. Like at that point, just waterboard me. I'll take that rather than fucking getting papaya.
You achieved the highest honors in the last war game.
Oh,
Exophiles
don't tell
such
me
as
that I
yourself
achieved the
make
highest
me all
honors
the
when
more
I'm not even gonna
committed
be
to
able
my
to
daily
play for like
collection.
the first few minutes.
I believe in you.
Um,
I shall withdraw for now.
Use Zephyr to
there.
quickly meet the enemy
I'll
in
I'll
melee
I'll be
combat.
Zephyr. I can't
Hell
possibly fuck this up. Oh, also today is Collect Rocks Day.
I will transfer
I used to love
your
collecting rocks as
self
a kid, and
and
my parents
enjoy the
got
war
pissed.
game.
I never got into rock collecting. I know my stepson will occasionally collect rocks. Like he likes he has like this like really cheap rock tumbler. So
Riverside
he'll
Park
occasionally
is home to the
collect
iconic
rocks and
statue
just
of
put
the
them in
goddess
there.
Vikitoa. Local legends tell of
That's
this
nice.
demigod
Yeah.
telling savage
I'm not gonna tell him
destruction.
that he's wrong, but I don't know.
Transmission
I don't see the
Initiate
appeal.
area defense
Uh,
mode.
Come
Prepare
on,
Some
for
game.
rocks are
battle.
shiny rocks
Please
that are
prepare.
fun to have.
You
And
must
some rocks
advance
have
to
really
the
nice
specified
textures that
area.
are cool to touch.
Yeah.
Go to the area near the marker and begin defending. Summon baryonic seas.
Like one of the things like I used to collect marbles, but then I buried all of them and I lost them, and my parents didn't like it. So I stopped collecting marbles and instead started. Oh, I never told you that story, did I?
I don't think you have.
Um. So when I was a kid, I might or might have not um not totaled the car, but I did drop a construction brick on the hood of a truck that was like from the third floor actually. Yeah, from the third floor of my grandmother's house.
Okay.
So yeah, my parents didn't like that I had rocks from that point on, because I used to just play with like the debris and just tiny rocks in general.
Yeah.
And I was a very destructive child. I like to break things, burn things, and just generally see the insides of like machinery.
So not much has changed.
Of course not. The thing is now I'm an adult and I can do it from the safety of my adulthood. Or I can play video games and satisfy that thirst. But yeah, like I still remember it very clearly because it was a shit show. My mother was so upset. The guy whose car I broke, you know, reasonably was very upset.
Of course.
Like I didn't just like bent it a little bit. I dropped like what a fucking 30-pound brick on his car. That shit, like the fucking windshield shattered and the hood just bent horribly.
Oh Jesus.
But you know, like 7-year-old me was like, ooh, what happens if I drop a brick? Because I was just playing with rocks and I was tossing like little rocks to it, and then I was like, but a brick is just a bigger rock.
Yeah, brick is a bigger rock, so it makes a potentially.
It's gonna make a bigger noise.
Yeah, bigger noise. Yeah. But I mean, you can't be absolutely certain until you test it, right?
Yeah. So stupid little old me. Just fucking threw that shit. No fear.
You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team.
I relished in it until I heard someone scream, and I was like, oh, that doesn't sound like a good scream.
Initiating dinosaur call.
And I fucking hid.
Preparing combat area. Please wait.
I don't know where the brick came from.
The thing is, they had cameras, and it was either me, my toddler of a sister, or my grandmother or my mother. So the suspects, you know, there was only one person who could really fucking do it.
Oh man, so you played yourself.
Yeah, I mean, kids are fucking stupid.
Dinosaur call.
Yeah, I know. I've done stupid shit. I have two kids that do stupid shit.
To next mission.
I did way too much stupid shit, man.
Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summon Evoker
Uh,
Neos.
Like, I still remember, like, my parents like to remind me, like, how destructive I was, because you know how VHS players were not cheap in the fucking, like, 90s and early 2000s.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about this one.
Yeah, I fucking broke 4 of them, man. One of them, I didn't even just, like, normal break. I shoved a bunch of shit inside it, like a bunch of screwdrivers, because I kept trying to break it open.
Right.
I
You
just
tore it
I was
apart,
really
just trying to
curious.
tear it apart.
Yeah. I just really wanted to know what was inside it and how it played movies. I was really curious about it.
Dinosaur call.
Did you ever find out?
You are completing
Yes, 3 years later on Discovery
Call
Channel.
of the Watcher. Proceed to
On
next mission.
what was it? No, it wasn't. It's called How They Make It or some shit like that. I
How
don't
It's
remember.
Made.
Initiating
How It's
dinosaur
Made, yeah.
call mission. Prepare
They had a
for
VHS episode.
Please wait. Summoning a Triceratops.
That show was the shit. Like, I will proudly say that I was a Discovery kid,
Summon Baryonyx.
like a Discovery and Animal Planet kid, because those channels were what gave me my fascination for just
Oh, shit.
learning in general. Yeah, I marked it a few times.
I didn't see this. I didn't know that was what I am so distracted. I am trying to listen to your story. I did not expect it.
You're fine.
Holy shit. Where's the one that we were working on before then?
Which one? What the fuck? No. There was. What? You guys had another Triceratops?
Yes!
Oh, you guys had another one. What the fuck?
Yeah, we got down to like half it before that one came out of the fucking alleyway at me.
I didn't know there were two. Oh!
Oh hey! Now we're both surprised! Yay! My favorite!
Yay! Surprise Tricerat. Oh yeah, there we go. Well, we're behind. Shame.
Dinosaur call. The enemy
I don't
team
think
has
anybody
progressed
actually
to the
knew that there
final
was this. Anybody else actually knew that there was a
Second
second
one.
Triceratops. So as soon as the second one came in, the other one ran off, and we just started
You will
focusing
now
down the new
commence the
one.
final mission.
I honestly thought you guys were just busy with the small ones. That's why I kept marking and I was like, eh, whatever. I'll just
Nope.
handle it myself, I guess.
Nope, we were dealing with the. It started off spawning a Triceratops, and I froze it and used my ultimate on it.
Proximity to the data key
I,
will cause
I,
you to
I just thought that y'all just were very into killing the little guys.
the data key
I mean, they probably were, yes.
in proximity to repair it. Stay near the data key to escort it and complete the mission. Summon baryonic seeds.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Baryonic seeds.
But yeah, like I still do that. A lot of times I will find like a YouTube video of how something is like fabricated, and I will just spend 7 hours watching videos like that.
Summoning gas neosaurs.
Yeah, no, same.
Baryonic seeds.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Dominator has been
My
generated.
current fascination though has been the
Commandeer
what?
attack the enemy.
Alright, I'm just going. Fuck it, I don't care.
Nope.
The guys who do like outdoors, like in the cold kind of stuff.
Enemies. I have awarded
So it's just
team a
it's just them, you know, existing in the cold.
dinosaur. Escort progress 20%.
I have like some of the what they called it, bushcrafting.
Data key has progressed
Yeah.
40%. Your allies are on the
Yeah, that's what it's called.
enemy team. Summoning gas neosaurs. Summoning Boker neosaurs.
Hello?
Escort
What's up?
progress 40%.
Oh, I thought you were coming to talk more
No, I'm
about it.
sorry, they ulted, so I kind of just like went into full focus mode.
Summon sniper neosaurs.
Also, I haven't. We've just been chatting, so I haven't gotten to say it yet. But I fucking hate this Malcolm X Shabazz
Summon
piece of
baryonic
shit.
seeds.
Like, he switched over to Krieger, so he has a fucking gun. And then he just ran in and started, like, doing melee range before. Now he won't stay on the fucking point.
So that's annoying. Like, what the fuck would you play range if you're not staying the point?
I mean, he's playing the variant of it, so he technically has a shotgun. But, like,
The shotgun still has long range.
yeah.
Enemy data key has
Like,
progressed.
I straight up switched over to Vigilant just so I could actually fucking do anything.
Summon baryonic seeds.
Well, I got us caught up. That's a victory.
Thank you. Swear to
So
God,
they got
I'm
3
going to-
tanks, by the way.
I'm going to be absolutely livid if Malcolm gets fucking MVP. I hate him. I hate him so much.
Yeah, I don't like people. Okay, so I started getting shot.
Escort progress 80%. The enemy team is on the offensive. Fight back. The enemy data key has progressed 80%. Prepare allies to come back. Victory is near. Demonstrate exemplary combat ability by defeating the enemy team. Warning. The enemy team has activated the dominance. Enemy
Alright, fuck it.
Dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction.
Alright. There we go. I saw them all bunched together and I was like, this is it.
That's your chance.
Yeah, I'm about to die. Yeah.
Only so much we can do about this guy.
Yeah. Shit happens. No, you're about to die. Don't die for me. Don't die for me. Don't die for me. Okay, he's dying for me.
No.
Oh, the Dominator is dead?
It ran out of time. Yeah. That said, they are fast approaching, so we're going in for a
There's a lot of shields to try and get through.
Enemy exoplanets. The data key is badly damaged. The data key has been destroyed.
Not looking good, man.
Maintain proximity to initiate.
Can you push in? Oh, you're not the team.
I'm a vigilant.
Yeah.
Got one of them.
Okay, what's the DPS? Just don't let them rest. They're resting. Fuck. Break the data key! Break the data key!
Combat test complete. You are defeated. Victory. Defeat.
I was trying so hard.
Is every pilot's goal.
It was just so many shields.
Right? That was just too fucking much.
Mission complete.
Behold, the best exo fighters in this war game.
Hey, at least Malcolm wasn't on there. That's all I wanted.
Yeah. That is a victory in my book. And I'm tuning. Yay. I can buy this.
More loot boxes. Woo!
Woo!
Money.
More money.
You want to try the Savage Gauntlet though?
Ah, yeah, I'm done.
Go.
And I unlocked the new alpha variant.
Very nice.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a golden with purple one. Why is the legendary one for him so mid? What the fuck? It just turns them all red. That's not legendary, that's a recaller.
Talking about for Deadeye.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, it does do some changes, but the changes that it does are super fucking tiny.
I'm like switching between both of them. I do not see a difference.
It puts things on the sides of his legs and on his chest. It also gives, like, for some reason, padding on his upper arms and his upper legs.
Oh, I see it now.
It's
What the fuck does he have padding? What the fuck?
I don't know. But that's literally just a recolor of his legendary skin for his, like, default. So it's a recolor. It's just a recolor of something else.
It's just ugly.
Wonder how rough this is gonna be.
I mean, someone took a long time to load.
Presenting my most
Hopefully
exciting
not.
combat project, the Savage Gauntlet. The parameters of this test explore the combined efforts of 5 exofighters' skills and abilities. Only the true Dream Chiefs
Now I
will
have
succeed here.
a shotgun. Where?
I'll be back.
Wait, what the fuck? Why I make down sights turns it into what?
Oh yeah, it changes.
Nimbus Alpha shotguns ranked number 1 in
Changes
close
between
combat.
burst fire and something else.
A shotgun.
Yeah.
Boom. That's just fucking weird. Is that the only change?
I will
Yeah,
transfer
it's just a weapon.
that area.
Yep.
Brace for
Alright.
Hey, Matt
interdimensional-
Zeta, get into a fucking EXO. Thank you.
Interdimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly. Have a super day. Summoning a Neo T-Rex.
Oh, we lost someone.
Immediately.
It's probably the person that wasn't loading. Fucking potato having computer.
Woo! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Ow. Do we even have a healer?
Yes, me.
Oh, you were the healer.
Yes. Still
Welcome
am.
back. Ooh. Oh, he can just teleport them?
Oh my god. This is terrifying.
Nice work.
Okay, I broke one. Okay, it's the fact he can just teleport them however he fucking pleases that it's just no. Don't do that, please. Ow. Thank you. I'm dumb.
Keep that up.
No! I did not see it. I am being an absolute goddamn bot. How am I supposed to dodge that?
That's what the tank's for. And the barriers that we put up, walls.
Oh, okay. Well, I got absolutely fucking demolished.
I saw it.
That was one. One for the full family.
I am almost entirely dependent on you guys to fucking kick this guy's ass. Because...
You know, I think this was not the best time to switch to a new anything. Oh god, I'm in the Alright, that's two. Just one more set and you can go down. Oh, please. Oh, God.
finished one and then immediately started another one right on me.
Yeah, that was unfair. What is he doing?
Oh shit.
No, 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 no! Help! 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 I'm being localized into a black hole!
Yep, so was I. Because you're supposed to set up barriers. You have to set up your own damn barriers.
Alright. Oh shit, I don't have a barrier. Oh. Ah.
My god, this is awful.
Bro. Okay, he's missing one little set. There we go. So many yellows.
Nice work.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
It's restoration.
Huh?
Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good!
Repairing.
Oh, this is way more insane than the whole fight.
Yeah, I love it, but holy shit, am I getting my ass beaten? Oh, he does it a second time? Alright.
Are you shit?
Oh, we are getting destroyed. This is fucking. Oh, he just has a lot to get. Whoa.
Holy shit!
Alright, you want to use the rest?
Combat test complete. Unfortunately, you failed to complete the mission. While I am always looking forward to the next data gathering opportunity, I
Alright,
expect better
I was not
results
ready
in
for that.
future
Yeah,
instances.
I don't. Nope, I wasn't. I was not.
Post-combat analysis.
Behold, the best exo fighters in this war game.
I want to try it again though. That was fun as hell.
Oh, absolutely. That's just fucking wild.
Maybe this time we won't drop somebody instantly.
Right. Hopefully this time it will be different.
Hopefully. Alright, I'm ready this time for realsies.
Yes, this is the one.
Presenting my most exciting combat project, the Savage Gauntlet.
That's shit, Gizmo's
Parameters
not
of
here to
this
see this.
test explore the combined
I know,
efforts of
right?
5
He's missing out.
exo-fighters' skills and abilities. Only the true Dream Achievers will succeed here.
Alright. Fucking 3 tanks. I guess I'll kill the monster.
You will be the big boy DPS. Oh, they're rotating around me. Hell yeah. You get blessings.
I will transport you to the combat area. Brace for dimensional integration.
Alright.
Interdimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly. Have a super day. Summoning a Neo T-Rex.
You got this.
Yeah. Can we get some over health?
Good looking
Yes.
out.
You get over it. And you get over it. Everyone gets over it. Oh, that knocks me out the sky? Alright. I didn't know I had an animation for that.
One posture down. 2.
Power shot.
And ahead. Alright, he's down.
Thanks, bud.
Okay, this is where things start getting really bad.
Damn it.
Oh my god. Even with the even with the wall, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Overdrive ready. Good looking out.
Thank you. Now, maybe I'm calling it a little early, but this is at least going pretty well.
Oh. Oh. My god.
Yeah, you
No
need 2
way.
barriers. You have to have 2 walls.
I've got him.
You know, that was a brave attempt, but a foolish one.
Wasn't foolish. He
Oh,
just
that mate's
happened to
getting
target
bodied.
me.
Yeah. That's kind of fun.
Just respawn. Oh! Oh shit!
I shouldn't have respawn.
You're fine.
Oh, that doesn't stop him?
It does if you, oh, sorry, no, that ultimate doesn't. If you shoot into his mouth, though, you can stop it.
I just thought maybe I could stop him with my... Oh my fucking god.
Just don't stop.
Alright, cool, I'm alive. What the fuck froze me?
It's this cryo neosaur.
Oh, he's down.
Yep. And that's where things start getting fucky. Stay away from me. Up. Climbing now.
Not good.
Man, that shit starts hurting you before the platform's even all the way down.
Yeah, it's unfair.
Oh shit.
No, I'm going in. I'm in. We're all in. Yippee!
Not good.
Not good.
Oh, sweet mother. And so we have a bot now.
We have 2 bots.
Combat test complete. Unfortunately, you failed.
Well, shit.
While I am always looking forward to the next data gathering opportunity,
Man, that's fucked.
I expect better results in future
Yeah.
instances.
Yeah.
Behold, the best exo fighters in this war game.
Ah, yes, the 3 out of 5 players. My favorite.
Oh shit. I thought we were doing so well too, and then we weren't.
We're doing great. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm not cut out for
Like,
this.
it starts getting fucking off the. Like yeah, like the platforms they start taking damage before the platform is all the way down. Like the pull in. Once you start getting, if you don't have a wall up to block you, then the second that you start getting pulled in, you're already dead because you can't. Like if you place a wall down, it gets placed in a spot which just props you up. You can't block yourself from going in. The scream that he does, it will break like the it will break one of the walls.
Presenting my
It'll
most
actually break
exciting
both
combat
walls
project,
that you
the
can place
Savage
down.
Gauntlet. The
And it's
parameters
also
of
more
this
than enough
test
to break
explore
a
the combined efforts of 5
a
exo
bubble.
fighters' skills and abilities. Only the true Dream Achievers
yeah,
will succeed.
the damage is just wild.
I'll be back.
So what do we got? We got no heal, no tanks. Alright,
Nope, I'm going.
we got 1 tank. Alright.
Suppresses enemy movement like
So
creatures
2 healers, 1 tank,
overwhelmed
2
by
DPS. Do you think that should be good?
Uh,
Why did 2 people leave?
I don't know.
Alright, is there like an unspoken rule or something?
Brace for dimensional integration.
I don't know.
Interdimensional transfer complete. The war
Scared.
will begin shortly. have a super day.
I mean, we got to do
Summoning a Neo
whatever.
T-Rex.
God. Ooh. God.
Like, how do we get enough barriers for this? Am I missing something?
I mean, I've got one. And so far, he
That's a
hasn't
new
done
one.
any of those abilities.
Well, at least he's just chasing me.
Yeah.
Dumbass, can't catch me, dumbass. Too high for you, dumbass.
Yeah, you get the barriers though from the Neosaurs, the Neosaur.
I don't really have precision damage. Like, all my shit. Fuck. What? Let me go. I'm at precision. Like, I need to hit the center perfectly for it to actually hit the bubble.
Yeah.
So personal barrier seems to be able to withstand most of the hits. So I might just switch up to that.
Ow. Thank you.
This is when he starts doing his fucky
Yeah.
wucky shit, right? Okay, so we can survive with an overshield. With just one wall. Oh, he can reach all the way up there. Yeah, I'm not. She didn't overshield me. Watch it, Lisa. Thank you.
Yep. Ow.
It's not good. Oh my fucking god.
Recall complete.
Combat test complete.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you failed.
Just can't
Oh,
do
we
this with
run out of
bots.
respawns that dead?
While
Yep.
I am always looking for
Even if we're all
the next
alive?
data gathering
Correct.
opportunity, I
Yeah,
expect
that's kinda
better
shitty.
results in future instances.
Celebration mode activated.
Behold, the best exo fighters in this war game.
Can we like fucking do a Savage Gauntlet without losing everybody
At the
immediately?
beginning, yeah, like we don't even get to go in.
Because bots can't do shit. If the bots
And-
just straight up don't like do enough, and they definitely don't target the weak spots, which are required for the fucking fight.
Yeah, it's silly. It is fucking silly.
And the only good thing about the bots is that they take significantly reduced damage from dinosaurs, so they don't just die randomly to like every laser beam that happens, because it takes out like a quarter of their health.
Yeah, but still, they do not do anything.
Yeah, no, they don't do anything. Like, granted, I'm not expecting to be carried by bots, but the fight is literally like just not doable with bots.
Yeah, they need to be competent. Because it is the Savage Gauntlet. And they are not Savage level. Fuck, I got hiccup.
Speaking of not Savage level, literally anybody that leaves during a Savage Gauntlet can eat my ass.
They suck.
Like, I'm literally just looking for a clear, not a best time or anything like that. If you're looking for best time, you find a fucking Discord or something.
Yeah, but a clear should be at least doable. A normal queue.
Yeah, it should be. In fact, it has been. Assuming that, there's people.
I mean, there is. They just for some reason leave.
Presenting my most exciting combat project.
This is the last
the
time I'm going to
Savage
give this a
Gauntlet.
try.
The parameters of this
Fair enough.
test explore the combined efforts of 5 exofighters' skills and abilities. Only the true Dream Cheaters will succeed here.
Okay, this is potentially doable. 2 tanks, a healer, and PS. Barriers are really strong in this fight.
What is he switching off?
What are you switching to?
Oh, okay, range.
Oh.
And even longer. Oh, wait. Sure, more. Why not? Who am I to complain?
Yeah,
I am putting on personal barrier because that seemed to work
That area.
very well.
Race for dimensional integration.
the other roadblock is switching off. For
Interdimensional transfer complete. The war
Vigilant.
game will begin
Fine.
shortly. Have a super
both
day.
TV. It's fine.
Summoning a Neo T-Rex.
I'm not gonna be punished for it here. I'd rather have 2 vigilance than roadblocks.
Honestly, Oh yeah, he's getting absolutely mauled. There was nothing I could do.
You get it, Roadblock. Rack up that defense medal. Oh, that fucking slime shit is bullshit.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Your support's about to die to the snipers. Yippee!
Not good.
Ah. Oh.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Power shot. Overdrive ready. I own you.
So does Roadblock shield not for us?
Count.
Ow.
Barrel breaker.
Don't do
Not
it.
good.
Ah. Yeah, saw that one coming.
I'm in danger. I own you.
Fuck. No, 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 no,
God,
no, no.
fucking slime.
I got slimed and immediately grabbed by the little Neosaurus.
Oh damn.
Like he fucking sniped my ass. Ooh.
I got you. I got you.
Thanks.
Power shot. Good looking out.
Oh, yep, that's a suck in. No, roadblock.
I saw that shit just slowly pushing it. Oh.
That was terrifying. Oh no. Oh shit. Yep.
I'm dead.
Yeah, my barrier was already used.
Fine.
Was out. Oh, I could have used my personal barrier. What the fuck am I thinking?
Appreciate it.
Ah, shit.
There, take some extra time.
Now we didn't get the roadblock in time. Okay, get ready for fuckery. Now, personal barrier is not enough for that. And now he's doing the floor, so fuck me, I didn't want rezzed anyways.
Yeah, I cannot get you.
I'll wait until I have the opportunity to res.
Moving to engage.
Get that trigger.
Get yourself first, it's a pull-in.
Yep. Trying.
Nope, I just slid in.
Combat test complete. Unfortunately,
Aw.
you failed to complete the
We were
mission.
so close too.
Holy shit!
Forward to the next data gathering opportunity. I expect better results in future instances.
God damn, it requires perfection.
Transitioning to rest mode.
Yeah, this shit's
Behold,
hard.
The best exo fighters in this war.
At least the whole group stuck around that time.
Thankfully.
Didn't do us much good though.
I mean, we just got bodied. That guy's just get fucked the video game.
Definitely feels like it.
Body. Yeah.
We're just going back to normal matches.
Oh, alright. Alright, well, we queue. Very well. I need a second.
Alright. But the normal matches will do me some good. Make me feel better about myself.
Gracias. Am I in time? Yes, I am. I mean,
Yep, right on time.
I'm so good at
Exo
this.
fighters, welcome to the war game. I am the advanced artificial intelligence.
Oh, no.
Leviathan. I require
What?
all exo fighters to participate
This is the very first
in the
one.
combat tests. This is a two-team competitive scenario.
Oh, is it?
Those
Yep.
on the other side are the enemy team. The
Oh,
first team to complete all of the assigned objectives.
yeah, he's explaining it
The
all.
winning team
Oh
will
no.
be eligible for bonus existence. Data indicates that human beings improve their performance through competition. Compete to win, and compete to live. Compete to achieve research excellence.
Who's a newbie?
Rise, does your mom let you have bonus existence?
Yes. Temporarily then. I'm always at the verge of losing my temporary existence. You never know when you might lose your life privileges.
Have a super day.
You're right. You should make every day count.
Yes, sir.
Interdimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin shortly. Have a super day.
Oh, did you hear about what happened with Diablo?
Exofighters.
What of everything? Because a lot of things keep happening to Diablo.
Preparing combat.
Well, apparently recently
Raptors.
they were holding like a tournament or some kind, and they decided to stream it.
Oh,
it
no.
was like a South Korean thing.
Summon.
Apparently, Blizzard is usually really big in South Korea.
Oh, that there was like barely any people at all.
Yeah, there were like less than 300 viewers.
The thing is, and it's sad, that game has no end game.
Dinosaur call.
Like,
What are you talking about? The end
Zero
game is
fucking
the end game is fashion.
Enemy team.
That's why they monetize
Follow
it.
the Watcher.
I mean, yeah, sadly, that's not what sells though.
Initiating dinosaur call.
Like, even when you're Korean players, which are, not to be racist, it's just known that all Korean MMOs are super grindy. When your game cannot appeal to even the people that grind that way, you fucked up.
Yeah. Like, I admittedly, like, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I can't shit on the game that much because I haven't played it. But from everything that I've heard, yeah, they fucked up bad. And even if I had any interest in the game before, I have less than zero interest now because of how mishandled the game has been.
That's just Blizzard in general. This, like, past fucking decade. Because let me be honest with you, the gameplay, it's not bad. The abilities and the skill system is not bad. The problem is, once you finish the story, and once you're like at the end game, there is no end game. There is one world boss. There is one world boss, and there is one world boss.
Dinosaur call.
Which is just
You
ridiculous.
are completing objectives slower
Then-
than the enemy team.
Like there's still, last I checked, there's still stats in the game that just straight up don't function at all.
Oh
Unless
yeah,
they finally
that's one
fix that.
silly thing.
Summoning.
There are way too many stats that should not like extra damage to frozen enemies, extra damage to frozen like fallen, extra damage to frozen this, frozen that.
Thank
There's
you.
so many rerolls to just useless stats because why the fuck would I? It's the same issue that I have with Warframe. Like, I love Warframe to bits, but why the fuck do I want faction specific bonus damage?
Yeah, like that's the other thing. And I was actually, when I heard about that, it actually was very upsetting. I talked to Gizmo actually about it, and he
Dinosaur call.
he wants to give the benefit of the doubt, but like,
Slower than the enemy team.
I'll admit, I don't play very many games like that. But when I do, I sure as shit don't like all of those extra stats. It's like,
Please wait.
fucking, why the hell would I ever want a piece of armor that gives me like extra damage to a target onto an enemy that is at medium range while stunned and on a Tuesday.
Oh yeah, no. The thing that I hate the most is that whenever like games do faction specific damage, it's always like, "Ooh, look, it's 5% extra damage to a faction." It's like, who the fuck wants that?
Yeah, literally nobody uses that. The best thing to do is to just stack more actual damage. I am
Like
not.
if you're gonna give me, yeah, if you're gonna give me faction specific damage, make it like 500%. Like do it something ridiculous so
Yeah.
it guarantees that I will go for a specific build for specific factions. Which is a way that Warframe can handle that because it gives you a massive bonus for specific factions. But I still don't use it because I don't like it. But it is meta because if you go into a mission with a specific faction, you can just slap in that like 300% extra damage to fucking Grenier and then you start melting them.
Yeah.
But Diablo has like, ooh, guess what? 5% extra damage.
It's ridiculous. There's absolutely no reason for it to be that like specific with all of its damage buffs. Like there's so many games of that type that are fun and do just as well with something as simple as, hey, increase your attack, increase your ability damage with this particular skill, or like armor that's specific to your class or whatever. That way you can build a build around the skills that you like to use.
Yeah, like one thing that I saw that it's really cool in Diablo, but it is just horribly ignored, is that you can make a full werewolf build. Like you can just fully be on a werewolf because of some equipment. Like that kind of a shit is cool, right? Like you can focus down on something like a skill or a skill tree that you find interesting. But then a lot of other shit is like, ooh, +2 is skill to your earth shatter, and it's like, I don't care about it. So why the fuck would this be a legendary?
Yeah, I definitely will prefer things that keep it simple. Like Final Fantasy keeps it simple. And like sure, there are some other problems that come with that. Like how it definitely feels like there is always a dump stat. So you always build the same way each time. But
even then, Final Fantasy figured out how to, make it work.
yeah. And it doesn't feel intrusive. Like, I'm all for, a little bit of a grind to, like, get that perfect roll. It shouldn't be, like, all that extra little bullshit. That doesn't make for a fun grind. Because then the vast majority
Oh shit, it's already here.
of the things that you get are just not going to actually work.
Yeah. In all honesty, it's just a situation where, like, I get it. You don't want things to be dumbed down, but there's a level, man. I shouldn't need like, ooh, 0.55 extra damage for my one stand.
Enemy data key has progressed 80%.
That put us way behind.
Yep, it did.
What is this guy doing? Put in a shield. Alright, he's stupid.
I already used our Dominator, and I got frozen and then burned down with all their ults.
I mean, at least you used them.
The enemy team's victory is near. Demonstrate the necessary skills to avoid defeat.
Yeah, she's right here.
The enemy data key
Bye.
has progressed 90%.
They're by the door. I marked them.
Directly attacking enemy exofighters.
Oh.
I marked where they were, and
Yeah.
I died to them.
6%.
I would like her DPS to like, hello, press me, hello, I'm right next to you. All right, respawn it is.
The data key is badly damaged.
Yeah, there's nothing that I can do.
Oh no, you're fine. It's
These
not
guys
you
are
who's the
absolutely
problem.
cracked.
Maintain proximity to initiate.
It's not really that they're cracked. It's that, or two, like, Graf and the fucking tank just keep like standing in the open without a shield like that. Oh, my guy popped his fucking personal shield when it was ready. Oh. Why are you?
Yeah, no. That's some shit. I don't know how the hell they are doing it, but twice now they have frozen me as I like execute my counter.
You think they might be cheating?
Foes yet remain.
I genuinely don't know. Like, I do my counter and I get it ready, and then as soon as my barrier goes down, I'm frozen.
The data key has been destroyed.
Consistently.
Maintain proximity.
Maybe they're just that good. Come on.
Combat test complete. The enemy team fulfilled its objectives first. You are defeated. Repeat. You are defeated.
That just wasn't happening.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like, I think the main issue was that our tank was just way too far and not really shielding himself or shielding.
Behold,
Yeah.
the best exo fighters in this war game.
Damn. Rough times tonight.
Absolutely, but you know, sometimes it's that way.
Um, I I definitely like it when games keep it simple. Like, I don't mind grinding for something that's like slightly better. I hate grinding and then getting absolutely fucking nothing. It's actually one of the reasons why I lost a lot of interest in Borderlands, because that, like, it just became too much. Like, sure, they didn't have all those tiny stats and everything, but they gave you nothing but trash like 99% of the time.
Yeah. That was the main issue. Like, they did end up fixing it later down the line, but there still ended up being a lot of like dumb dead stats. Make no sense. But I guess that's a territory that comes with just looter games.
I mean, to a certain extent, yes, but it depends, and it with Warframe, while the faction stuff is, while the faction specific mods are not fun in my opinion, um, they are relatively small as far as issues go. Um, and the core grind of it is based on percentage chance of you getting a specific thing that is guaranteed to do this specific thing, which is, it gets tiring, but at least that's a lot better than like knowing, okay, I can get this piece of gear at this place, but then like there's four or five different stats that roll up, and there's just as much of a chance that half of those stats are going to be absolutely, like, objectively useless.
Yeah.
At the very least, in Warframe, I can go in knowing, like, oh, there's like a 5% chance that I get this one thing. Fuck it, sure. At least when it rolls up, I get it.
Yeah, no, I like the thing with Warframe, and it's something that I like the most about, is that there are no bullshits. Like, the most bullshit stat that you can have in that game is, as we were saying, faction damage. But even that is buffed to such an extent that it makes it worth it if you want to min-max your shit, because it actually fucking matters.
No, there are some useless mods in Warframe. What about ammo drum?
There are weapons that actually benefit from larger, like having a larger, because when they introduced a new mechanic to revamp old weapons that are useless, and it's called the Incarnants. Incarnant weapons, basically what they do is that you use the power of the void to pull some bullshit out of the ethereal plane and make your weapon cool after a few kills. And ammo drum actually affects how much ammo that special version has.
Oh. Okay, so they did actually make ammo drum useful, and it wasn't useful for so fucking long.
Yeah, and there are some weapons that have been, they benefit from having a massive amount of ammunition.
That I absolutely disagree with, but
no, because there have been some mods that affect weapons, and for example, I don't remember which one exactly it is, but the longer you have ammunition, the more crit chance and crit damage you got. So.
Oh, that's a new one. I've never seen that one.
I think it's for the Braton, if I remember right. I can't recall right now. I have too many weapons. It's hard to keep up. But yeah, like, they've added like weapon-specific mods that change like a little bit how the weapon works. And they've been trying to make it so, you're not just wasting your with this shit that you're putting your time in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm personally very excited about the upcoming update for the game, because it is gonna touch up on the story of how everything started, basically making Dark Sector canon.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that are excited about it. I mean, they're less excited about the skin pack that was announced, but like most of the time, I'd say that Warframe does more good by its community than bad.
you know, like people will always complain. You know, you will never be able to appease everyone and make everyone happy. But I think that Warframe keeps it like keeps everything working. Because for a free game, where like Warframe is not pay to play or pay to win. Like it's pay to go fast. Like you can have patience. You can take your 5% chance and farm for your Warframe. You can get anything in the game by just being patient and waiting it out.
And for me, the thing about it though is like, it used to be a lot easier to like farm things out. Like you didn't have to have as much patience. But after with everything that they changed, the more new stuff that they add, the more of a grind that it is just to get something that you can drop $5 on.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like it's paid to go fast because they have been trying to make it so they can still profit off of that, but at the same time not abuse it. Because there have been mechanics that make it fast to grind some shit.
I have a question then, like, and I'm hoping for an honest opinion, because I feel like this could be an interesting discussion. At what point do you believe that a free-to-play game has gone too far with its grinding? Like, let's say in a free-to-play game, you can get literally everything for free, or you can buy it.
Mm-hmm.
At what point is the grind so much that it's clear that it is predatory?
1%. 1%, and when there are no mechanics in place for you to lessen the grind. Like, if a game purposefully makes it so you have to grind that 1% no matter fucking what, that's when it becomes bullshit. And that's why I appreciate Warframe. Because you know how you can farm for prime versions of the Warframes, right? That's like the whole cool thing. You can get the cool version of the Warframe that you like. Relics have always been like, from when I remember, and I could be wrong, but from when I remember, you've been able to upgrade your relics. So that 5% becomes a 20%. And if you're trying to target grind for something, you just grind your relics out. Once you got your relics, you enhance those relics, and even while you're like, even if you get unlucky, you still are getting currency. So you can keep enhancing relics if you keep getting unlucky with that shit.
Okay. But relics were a replacement for void keys.
Correct.
Void keys were something that you could easily obtain. You could obtain hundreds of them easily. Use a single one and get multiple drops. Granted, it was from a much larger pool, but it was way easier to obtain specific keys, way easier to target a specific area, like a specific pool, and get what you wanted from it. I personally do not like the relic system because it's a replacement to the void keys, which I actually really liked, and it felt like I got a lot more out of it. So the relics actually felt like a downgrade to me. And relic grinding has always been extremely tedious because of the number of steps that you need to take. Instead of just getting a key and then rolling the dice, you have to go to specific missions, roll the dice to get a relic that you need, then roll the dice to see if you can actually get the thing that you want from the relic, which you can maybe weigh the odds. But that's, at that point, like doubling the amount of odds that you need to roll against, which makes it harder to get things.
And that's what I'm saying, like, Warframe is a pay to go fast game, because yes, I agree. There are a bunch of like bullshit in play with that. That I agree it exists, and to an extent, I never liked void keys myself. So I found the relics to be a better like uh specific thing that I want way to farm. But I do agree that it is a lot of steps that you have to go through if you want the specific thing to happen right now. But like for me, that I play Warframe whenever I'm bored, I don't have anything else that I'm interested in, and I just want to vibe with a game that lets me no brain play and have some fun, right? I got two two primes, one for me and one for Darius, of the new Warframe by just casually playing the rest of the game. Like I would do my weekly stuff, I would do my action shit, and I would just getting my relics. And by the time that I was like, yeah, I think I have enough, I just grinded it out for a little bit, and I had enough to get 2 sets.
Yeah, I definitely never felt that way with relics, and maybe that is just a matter of perspective or opinion. But for me, whenever it came to relics, I would see something in a relic that I wanted, and then I would farm it out. And of course, that always took way too long doing missions that I definitely did not want to do. Just simply
Oh, the
because
missions now are very quick.
it doesn't matter how quick they are. I still don't want to do them.
Fair enough.
Like,
Yeah, but that's why I'm like saying that like it all integrates into itself. Because yeah, you're gonna be cracking relics open, but you are getting other relics while you're cracking your relics, and you are going into missions that give you resources and they give you all this other shit for everything else that like you need. So it just feeds into itself, or at least I see it.
it does to a certain extent. Again, like the problem isn't even like the loop that happens, because again, like it's still technically the same loop where you go out, you grind, and like you get stuff that you may not be using immediately, but you can use it later. That's always been the case. The issue is the time investment required to get something that you potentially want, and it always felt like there was less of a time investment and less odds to play against before the relic system, which is why I mostly take issue with it. I understand that it is better for some people, but I personally saw it as a downgrade, and even potentially edging on predatory, because it made it take so much longer to get the new stuff.
Enemy data key has progressed 90%.
Yeah, I'm about to die.
Consider directly attacking enemy exoplanets. Escort progress 80%. Well balanced.
You got this.
Do I? I don't know if I got this. Yeah, he's running away.
Well, he got his ult out. Yeah, and I need to be alive. My guy, you had a bubble health. Don't give me a I need healing. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. We're close.
Yep. Yet again.
Ooh, my guy's about fucked. Yep. I'll say so. Woo, I'm trying. Woo! hitting the guy with counter. Oh, they're about to charge it, aren't they? Yeah,
Yep.
95. Yeah.
Combat test complete.
Oh well.
I tried to keep
You
him
are
busy, but
defeated.
nope, nothing.
Obsessive dedication to performance excellence is an exo fighter's duty and reward.
Yeah.
Keep it up, champ.
That bottleneck just fucked us.
But why can't we do anything?
The best exo fighters in this
Like,
war
we're
game.
trying,
Are
clearly.
you gonna- Fuck.
For me though, I can't put a specific. I definitely can't put a specific like time frame on it. But so like my answer to the question that started that conversation
Prosthetic requires charge.
is,
This builds empathy.
as
between us.
usual, a bit more subjective, and I would say that when the time investment or the action investment that is required to obtain something reaches a point where it is clearly designed to funnel you into just buying the thing to skip it, that's when it becomes predatory.
Hmm.
And that's definitely how it started to feel when I was playing, like when I stopped, because it used to be very, very simple. Like I had invested money into the game. Like I put a couple hundred into it easy, just to get various skins or to speed along processes, because I felt like the game deserved it. I put in so many hours, but then like around the third open world that allowed you to pay money to skip progress on various things that you had absolutely no way to obtain materials for prior to it. I don't know. It felt bad, and we've actually talked about that before as well. The idea that like I did the first open world, I put in my time, I was more than happy to. It was fun, it was novel, but then they released another one, and none of the things that I did prior actually mattered. And I had to start fresh so that they could put in new materials and new things to waste more of my time, to where, like, hell, some of the fucking open world frames still to this day will take weeks of grinding to get a normal frame, because they are tied to the end reputation in as potential rewards for potentially rolled up daily missions.
I don't follow what you're like, which Warframe you're talking about. Cause like the ones in the world, you get the blueprint from the quest, and then you can just do bounties that give you the like it's a
Bounties, that's
it's a
what they
drop
are.
in the bounties.
And maybe they changed it since then, but the first open world, Plains of Eidolon, the Warframe, yeah, they gave you the blueprint first, but then all the parts that you needed were tied to bounties at the end of the reputation line. So you had to do bounty grinding, which was capped daily.
What? No, the experience is capped daily, but not the bounties. You can keep grinding them even without, like,
No,
the drops
the
are separate
reputation.
from their reputation.
Then they must have changed it, because bounties were locked behind. There were bounties locked behind reputation. and you
I
could not
don't
do the bounty.
ever remember that being a thing. I just like if we're talking about Plains of Eidolon, like they added Plains of Eidolon, and then there were items that were locked behind reputation, but the Warframe you could get from level 1 reputation because the quest that you do for the story of the Warframe gives you the blueprint, and then it's just a level requirement. So you can do the level 10 to 20 that gives you head, 20 to 30 that gives you like another part, 30 to 40 that gives you another part, and then 50 to 60 that gives you yet another part. And even the hardest version, which is like the the 60 to 80 and then the 80 to 100, like they added them after, but they do not have the Warframe requirement. Like they don't have any Warframe pieces because they're on the lower level.
Yeah, that's not how I remember that
Facility.
at all.
The last match ended poorly for you, but I confirmed indications of future success.
Yeah, I don't
For the
recall
sake
that
of
ever being a
efforts,
thing. I'm sorry.
redouble your
Because
efforts.
Plains of Eidolon, like that had that also had other problems too when it first launched. Did they ever fix
I shall withdraw for
the
now.
like in Plains of Eidolon, you used to, as part of
Use Zephyr to quickly
as part of one of the big grinds for it, you had to actually take on one of the Eidolons,
to the combat.
and you had to actively grind out your faction stuff with not faction stuff for your
Operator.
Tenno, your operator,
The war game
and you had to get a better weapon, which took like 72 hours to craft after you had already gotten all the pieces, which was already fucking rough because they were all tied to mining and shit, mining and fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally couldn't even take on an Eidolon until you went through that entire process, all to get reputation in another part of Plains of Eidolon.
So, yeah, that has been changed, and most of the early game progression for your Tenno has been reworked completely.
Proceeding to next mission.
So they added the Duvira paradox, in which, like, if you start the game now, today, you can either choose if you want the normal Warframe experience or take on the paradox experience. So you can either start like your normal, you follow the story like you used to always, or you can start as your adult operator and do the different version of the story that takes you on a different start of progression. As for the Eidolons, they acknowledge that it's a outdated system for their reputation grind, and they are reworking it so people can get their rep stuff for their Tenno from different ways and speed up the process.
That's good. It's
And it's
good
one of those things.
It's
Go
good that they're actually like taking steps to like make some of those things easier, because yeah, they were massive time investment, and like I'll be honest, I was actually more than happy to do some of it, but like I'm working on so many other games. Like every game wants to be a fucking live service. I don't have time. I don't have time for like the amount of grind that they were asking for some of those systems.
Yeah, I agree, but I've like, and that's where it's a conflict of how we see things, because I've never seen Warframe as my main game. You know, like I don't think Warframe when I think, oh yeah, it's the game that I focus on and I want to progress as fast. You know, like it is my relaxed game where I just go grind some shit out, get some stuff that I need, and then I come back a few days later when my stuff has already been like crafted and I can continue on what I was doing. So that's how I see it. And I think that's what has allowed me to just not have that many issues with the way that the grind is handled in Warframe. But at the same time, I'm not gonna like close my eyes and say that some of the systems are like good even if they're out. I agree. There is some shit that needs to be changed, and that's when it comes down to, when you have a game for 10 years, there are things that are bound to change with time. Because
Dinosaur call complete.
let's be honest, relic grinding in Final Fantasy, to like have a comparison of like another long-lasting game that has been added for a while, relics in Final Fantasy 14 were absolute dog shit in the beginning, and you cannot deny that book farming, it is to this day one of the most just disgusting things in any single fucking MMO that you can ever put yourself into just for a relic weapon. Like,
I knocked it out in a day.
I'm glad that you did. When it came out, it was dog
Oh
shit.
yeah, no, absolutely. But like, trust me, and that is 100% true. But the difference in that, and I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad comparison, but like the difference in the comparison is Final Fantasy did fix that. They fixed it before the next expansion even came out. And it is
You say
insanely easy
fixed,
to do.
but it's still dog shit to have to do all the book paces. Like, having to grab the book and then do all this to complete all the sticker steps, and then also grind for the stones. Like, yeah, sure. Now it's not a 2% chance of whatever fucking weird ass chance it used to be back in the day for you to be able to get an Atma stone, so you could get all 12 Atma stones to then have the book. Like, yes, nowadays this, and because they boosted it like massively, but that was the grind that was to do back then, like,
Yeah.
that was considered normal because back then that's what it was provided for us. That was endgame. Now the endgame has changed and relic farming, and that's why like people complain a lot about like Eureka, or they complain about like how the new Manderville weapons are, because they are new systems that they're trying to implement.
I love Eureka, but
Eureka's fun, and
I
it does
actually
not
will-
deserve the hate that it gets.
I will say that the Manderville stuff though is hit or miss. I appreciate that it's super easy to get, but
Bye.
I maybe I'm gonna be weird for saying this. I don't think I am, because I'm sure other people share my opinion. As annoying as the other like relic steps were, it felt better to get at least a single relic, because it felt like I was investing in it. It felt like I was investing time, effort, and stuff into whatever story was unfolding, whatever wacky story was telling me that there's now ghosts in my fucking sword.
I will heavily disagree with you, because light farming is to this day one of the things that I hate the most, and it is why I never finish more than one relic. I did a lot of books, I did a lot of sea weapons, but when it came to anima weapons and having to grind fucking light, that was one of, not only was the system dog shit to tell you how much light you had and be like, oh, it glows with a faint light, oh, now it's a brilliant light, now it's a blinding light. Like, that was dog shit. I don't like my system. Like, yeah, sure, it's nice lore ways to be like, ooh, it's pretty to be told that because it's in character with what's been happening in the story, but when you give me such a massive like value of things that I have to grind for me to be able to get my relic, that's when it becomes dog shit.
I know, it was terrible to get more than one. I only ever got like one, maybe two from any given relic that had been out. So it never bothered me so much, simply because I I recognize that the relic investment, it was a huge grind, a huge time investment, and it always felt to me like the kind of thing that you pick your main class or like a couple of main classes, and that's what you invest your time into getting relics for. But I know there's people that are crazy and like to get every single relic. And
Yeah, because completion is nice because it makes the brain go happy. And when the grind is that dog shit, don't make the brain go happy.
Summoning
the I honestly,
As a
I think
certified
that
hoarder, it sucks.
I think that it wouldn't be anywhere near as bad if it weren't for the fact that it is a thing that is trackable and that has achievements tied to every step for every weapon.
Yes, that is the worst part. I like the fact that every single weapon has an achievement to it. That for like, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not an achievement whore or that I don't like I'm not a completionist. I enjoy seeing those percentages go up. My favorite type of game are incremental games for a fucking reason because numbers go up, make brain go happy.
Oh, trust me, I know. As you know, someone that hoards the equestrian rolls in the game, that is I wanted to have every orchestrion roll because they put it in such a nice list, told you like what you were missing, and to a certain extent, sometimes they even told you where you could get it.
Summoning pteranodons.
Yeah, for some of them.
And it felt great. I even fucking went through the process of the Baja stuff. I got every single one of the field nodes, just simply because of the fact that I was told it had a list that told
And it
me.
had, yes, that it fucking had the completionist, and you could get all the portraits of them, and it just was nice to get.
And even better than that, it gave you a fucking mount for it. I have a 2-person mount that you can only get from doing that specific thing, and it's fucking cool, and I love it.
Yeah, I didn't get mine because I could not drop the notes from the last boss in Boss Jam. Like, I spent months, and my ex can tell you how I was lost in the sauce, just grinding that out. And I just could not get the last note. It was fucking heartbreaking. To this day, I still don't, and I refuse to go grind it.
Do it anyways.
No. I have other games to play now.
No,
Going back to boss is not something I want to do.
it's. I can definitely understand that compulsion and everything. Yeah, like, I'll definitely agree that that Final Fantasy's old, like the way that they used to handle relics before, was god awful. Hell, I loved Eureka, but it was still absolute dog shit to get more than a single relic weapon in it.
Mostly because of the final item. Like, it's the same with the Pazuzu feathers. The fact that your final item is tied to a specific weather in a specific time, it sucks.
No, it wasn't that actually. I was more than happy to farm out the Pazuzu feathers. What caused an issue with for me was the light kettle in the second step.
That's what bothered you? Not the feathers?
Yeah, no, I farmed every single one of the relic weapons for the first step because it was so easy. Because once you reach max level, you just kind of stuck around. Pazuzu spawned? No. I wait. Is Pazuzu spawned? Yes. I get feathers.
The thing is, my server was not that populated back then, so it was a
If you are concerned or
just a
confused,
coin toss
I am
if you were gonna be
available
able to
for mental counseling.
clear Pazuzu at all. like that those days I joined several discords so I could join specific parties that were grinding that specifically, and even then it was still a coin toss
Yeah, no,
because sometimes we didn't have more than 2 parties at a time to try and kill Pazuzu.
yeah, no, on like that ended up happening like right after the Balmung exodus to Mateus. So we actually had a pretty decent amount of people in there. So getting the feathers was easy. Doing all the kettle stuff, which was basically like grind 2.0, was really fucking annoying and made it extremely difficult to get multiple weapons because you had to grind it out and then take it somewhere and then deposit it to get the stuff that you need. But you couldn't just fill up the kettle and go there and get the stuff and get everything that you need for a single weapon. You had to do it multiple times, constantly making trips all the way back to this out of the way cave to empty your
It
kettle.
were a bunch of like high level NM enemies.
Yeah. I love Eureka, but ain't no way in hell I'm getting more than a single fucking weapon in there simply because of that alone.
Yeah. He was pooping. That just like that just for me it just goes down to a lot of systems are implemented
I am also equipped
to
with
be
mental
a
counseling
slow burn,
functions.
so people are busy with the new grind, and then later on it gets nerfed. People get it without trouble. It's just really the cycle of grindy games at the end of the day. Like you can't avoid that unless you're destined. Kind of just are like a metronome and you can't make up your mind.
And yeah,
Because
that
they
is
introduce like really easy to farm systems, and then the next system they introduce really hard to grind systems, and it just makes no fucking sense.
and any like I know that people like to really like to quote Yoshi P and saying that he was like, oh yeah, if you're not having fun with the game, just turn off your subscription, go play something else. Now, let's be real, they still want you to play. Like that's why there are like time sync systems in Final Fantasy 14, and that's not always a bad thing. But like saying that they don't want you to play is that's dumb. Literally nobody said that. He's like it's people are misrepresenting the quote. They still want your money, they still want your sub. So they have things like the relic grind. I'm actually very surprised that they made the relic grind so easy this expansion because
Welcome, fighters, to a special
normally,
research trial.
like hell, last
I will
time in
reproduce a
fucking
combat instance using previous test parameters. Please allow me to collect data.
with Baja,
Chronospatial data point identified.
they kind of
From your fixed
pulled a
perspective,
fast
you may
one,
note familiarities.
like on everybody
Please
with it,
leverage
because they did
these
the
to
same thing
produce results.
with that they did with Manderville, where it's like the first step practically free. Just throw some tomes at them. There's your weapon. Good job. And then they introduced an entire fucking zone where you had to grind out in there to level up in order to get a single weapon, and then it was a whole process to get more weapons. And like it was so much. Everybody was expecting them to do the same shit with Manderville, but they didn't, and I am still endlessly surprised.
Past instance reconstruction initiated. From your fixed perspective, you may note familiarities.
I mean,
Please leverage these to
it
produce
just
results. You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test.
at that point it just comes down into a lot of things of personal preference and like veiled intentions from the game developers,
Yeah.
you know,
Preparing combat area. Please wait.
and it's just a lot of external factors you can't control.
Yeah. That's also where like these kinds of conversations, as fun as they are to have, ultimately it is subjective. And the people that have like these kinds of complaints, I can see where they're coming from most of the time, because like the people that are complaining about Manderville weapons being so easy, they literally are just looking for an excuse to play the game more, and they don't have it because they've done everything. And then like Final Fantasy is releasing systems that are way more like time friendly, and I can definitely appreciate it. But for somebody that's already done everything, giving them something that is like, yeah, here you go, this will keep you busy for a week.
Simulating update protocol from an outside
Yeah, it's a bit insulting.
errors reproduced in acceptable limits. Follow the watch.
It's always a balance
To next mission.
for games like that to like be more time, like be more sensitive to people that don't have as much time to invest,
Initiating dinosaur
and
television.
catering to people that want something that they can sink their teeth into for like the next few months.
Summoning
Yeah.
sniper neosaurs.
And that's what makes it hard, because you can't make everyone happy.
Summoning Sinornithosaurus.
I'm definitely not gonna say that my complaints that I put forward are, you know, the be all end all of this is how it must be. Obviously they're not. But any of my, like, you enjoying something that I'm complaining about, we're both valid in our in how we see the situation.
Beginning forced
And that's where, yeah, it
Mission suspended.
gets,
resetting
it's where
mission
it gets
parameters.
weird,
Executing
especially
expedited
for
dimensional transfer.
developers
Prepare
and
for a strategic
players, and
pivot.
something that keeps you going drives others away. I want to enjoy things like Warframe again, but I've tried, I really can't, and that's okay. It's enjoyable for others.
Your assistance is appreciated.
Meanwhile, on the other hand, I used to fucking hate Fortnite. I tried my hardest to get into it, could not get into it.
So nice to cross paths.
Now
Into which game?
What?
I was
Into which game?
Into Fortnite.
Oh,
last
I tried to get into it before, I couldn't.
yet
And now,
you stand.
I really like it. The way that they've changed things up, the gameplay, the feel of it, all of the systems are very user friendly. I can totally get into it.
And you're in my way.
The games change, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. I don't know.
Standby canceled. Executing.
The best you can do is hope that the game that you are enjoying doesn't, like, change so much that it's
Combat test.
that it
Eliminating
becomes
all specified targets within the
medium.
time limit. You will once again be
Yeah.
operating with a respawn limit. Summoning Deinonychus. Summoning Sniper Neosaurs. Summoning Gas Neosaurs.
No, and this is also obviously, like, not to dismiss concerns of companies that change huge swaths of games to cater to people that were never going to, like, be the target audience in the first place. That's some bullshit, and it should, like, that's a completely different and harder to broach topic.
yeah. The devil's always in the details.
Operation Protocol initiated. Executing next phase.
All right, let's get climbing.
Summoning Sniper Warsters. Summoning Pachycephalosauruses. Summoning Gas Neosurgers.
Motherfucker. Bouncy the little bitch! Stop pushing me off! Trying to make it up. Thank God I can fly. Those little fucks keep pushing me off. Ow! Stop it.
There's still people down there, aren't there?
Yep.
God damn
Summoning Galaxy.
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, like you said, you got into the game after some things were changed, right? Like you got into Fortnite after some changes to it, like the no builds mode, and areas can tolerate it because of the items, so it's not just weapons. So I think this, with some games, it's just about finding what you can enjoy out of it, and not all games will work because not everything's made for everyone. Just like me with Sekiro, I adore all of the all of their other games. The Dark Souls are my favorite series. I love Elden Ring. Their new AC game, absolute fucking banger. But I just cannot stand Sekiro. It's just not a game that has systems in it that are enjoyable for me.
And that's perfectly fine. Hell, like I have enjoyed all of their games I had played since Demon's Souls. I mostly
Demon's
say
Souls was the shit.
I mostly say that because I haven't played any of like King's Field or their other older AC games. Hell, I haven't played the current AC game. For all I know, I'm going to absolutely hate it because I, for some reason, just can't get into, the mech design, like mech customization and everything. It goes completely over my head. Like, hell, I actually I enjoyed playing Elden Ring, but I thought it was okay at best. Like, it definitely isn't my favorite. Hell, my favorite Souls-like from their catalog is Dark Souls 3. And I can easily go back to Dark Souls 3 and enjoy it at any time. I can't do the same for like Dark Souls 2 or Elden Ring. And that's okay. Sekiro, obviously, I also love that. Like, Sekiro is my number 2.
Why the fuck am I all the way there? We all died? Goddamn.
Yeah, we all died.
Fun. For the whole thing. Yeah. And like, I know what I'm into. Like, Destiny, as much as I like to shit on it, and as many bad decisions as they like to make, it's still my comfort game. Why? The grind, man. There's something about like just the weapons and the skills. It just does it for me. Like, I haven't played a game that just makes me have as much fun with the skills as the weapons as Destiny does.
Oh yeah. I mean, Destiny,
Like Darktide got close, but then I got to the end game of Darktide and I was like, fuck. There ain't nothing here. Looks inside. No end game.
Destiny is a very well-crafted game. The gunplay and just systems that they have are amazing. Bungie deserves all of the shit that it gets.
Oh,
Destiny,
absolutely.
not
And
so
I
much.
despise the fact that they are counseling other fucking games
Summoning
on how
past
to be better
USC.
live services.
Summoning
Because
an enemy
whoever's in
source.
charge of that,
Summoning
I
a
hope
sniper
that they
force.
choke on a chicken bone. They are a horrible type of human being that should not be in
Summoning a
charge of
sniper
fun,
source.
because their method of profit is not aligning with letting people have fun at the same fucking time. Like the fact that a Bungie rep really said that you can't let people just have things like fucking Baldur's Gate because it sets a new precedent for what people will expect. That pissed me off.
Source. Summoning
Yeah,
scientific
and
source.
rightfully so. It's like
Summoning sniper force.
But it's
the
not
game.
the game's fault. It's not like it's just Bungie employees' fault. It's like right now Unity. It's a Unity's fault that they're becoming a dog shit platform for game development now. It's the ex-EA CEO that's a fucking like turd brain. It only
Oh
cares
man.
about profit.
Oh, I oh, all that Unity shit. I've been hearing about that. It's been interesting to follow.
It
'Cause,
pisses me off
the
because I have friends
ex-EA
that are in the.
CEO, like he's the one that that was quoted as saying like, what was it? It was like, in a shooter, when somebody needs to reload, you can charge them $1 to reload because they're already invested.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of person that is making the decisions for Unity right now.
Yep. And that's why I don't know I don't think that you should be shitting on Unity. Like people should not be shitting on Unity. They should be shitting on the guy in charge.
Summoning sniper
I'm not condoning death threats.
Summoning scientific
I'm
source.
saying people are going for the wrong person, like the wrong thing.
Oh, turns out that those death threats were actually from employees.
Yeah, I wonder why.
But no, and like that's the thing though. It's like, shit on the company. Like, don't shit on all the employees, because the employees obviously they are not, you know, condoning it. They talked about how they were fighting tooth and nail against the decision, because it's something that was apparently talked about for a while.
Oh yeah, and then they just fucking dropped it out of nowhere without telling them when they kept saying that, oh yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, don't worry, we'll talk about it. Yeah. But no, like, so don't shit on the employees, but definitely shit on Unity as a brand. Like they deserve it, and the only way that that those CEOs are going to listen is if you make sure that their brand crashes and fucking burns. Like, I'm sorry, shit on the CEO too, but you need to shit on the brand, unfortunately, because that's the only way that they'll listen. It's the only way that they'll hear
The
it.
spoils of battle.
Yeah. It's just a hard
Best
fight
exoplanets in this war game.
when it comes to that. Because let's be honest, rich people are not the best kind of people in the world.
That's an understatement.
I'm trying to be PG because my words for them are stronger than I know they should be.
Man, Gizmo comes on here and talks about like pulling out guillotines.
I mean, I'm not saying that shouldn't still be used, but you know, when rich people forget the unions are the civil reason to handling, you know, races rather than chopping their heads off, is when you're like,
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
there is a boiling point, my guy.
yeah, unions and protests and whatnot. That is the friendly alternative to taking them out into the streets and cutting their heads off right in front of their families. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. What are you doing? I hate. I don't like them. They should pay taxes. That's what they should. Because clearly America knows how to tax the rich. When they tax the people that win the lottery, they know how to do it. And just them.
Yeah, it's all those fucking tax exemptions, workarounds, and shit that they find out how to exploit. Because
And if you
like,
go back all the way back, to be honest, it all goes back to Reagan.
doesn't it always?
Yes,
I've never
goddamn
seen a
Reagan.
giant hit me.
When is it
How
gonna
dare
stop?
you. Whenever we get hit by this trickle down economics, my guy, someday,
One of these
someday,
days.
yeah, it trickles down. It's just
Always
very
also
slow.
enjoy-
I mean, it is a trickle.
Yeah. What can you do? But going back to a more fun subject, video games. Am I right?
Yeah.
Video games. You should play Warframe or Destiny. um.
Hey, talking about Destiny? I thought we were talking about fun stuff.
Come on, man.
I've said my piece about Destiny, and until they like actually do all those changes that you were saying, you know, that they were gonna do, they are just sweet words.
You know, February can't come sooner. I really hope I can prove you wrong. If not, I'm gonna look like a fucking clown.
The number of the how many times does Bungie need to make people look like clowns
Look,
before we realize
I need
they're
my
just-
yearly. I need my new wig every year. All right.
oh boy.
This clown wig does not last for too long. With how much I wear it down.
As always, I would prefer to remain hopeful and say that there's a chance that you're right, and maybe they have turned it around. They've saying that they changed their ways. That's a fucking pipe dream. But maybe, just maybe, they have made changes that they're like, okay, maybe we need to dial this back a little bit because we're actively losing people because of our shitty stuff that we've been doing lately.
Yeah. But it's only something we can wait and see. Nothing we can do about it right now.
It's just a matter of waiting and seeing.
Keep them at bay with area attacks, and be careful not to get surrounded.
And maybe we don't need this many tanks.
Nah, come on, stay tank. You can do it. You got this.
I
Yes,
know
sir.
I can do it.
I both love and hate this because it looks like I have a fucking
I
G-string.
will transfer you to the combat zone. Enjoy the war game.
Yeah, like look at my ass. I have a G-string.
Yes, you do.
Interdimensional transfer complete. The war game will begin.
I'm
shortly.
a
Have
beach
suit.
alien.
You will now engage in a dinosaur combat test.
I mean, yeah, of course. Why else would they come down here?
Initiating dinosaur cull mission.
To give us very shitty corpses that the Mexican government can
Summoning
parade.
Dilophosaurus
What else?
Rex. Summoning raptors.
Well, of course, that one also went to the beach. He just cooked a little long.
He is sun bleached. It's like that one fucking SpongeBob episode where he just stays in a fucking bed for too long and he just turns white.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
He has achieved godhood.
Dinosaur cull. You are
Yeah, there's a lot of
completing
things.
objectives
There are
faster
so
than
many
enemy
things to be
teams.
excited about
Follow the Watcher.
in gaming coming up, though. Not just, your
Initiating
your
dinosaur
newest
cull mission.
expansion, but
Preparing
like
combat.
Payday 3 is coming up.
Summoning raptors.
I still at some point actually do want to try Sea of Stars just because I have faith in the developer.
Summoning
Like,
Pachycephalosaurus.
They're so good at what they do. They actually made me enjoy a fucking like they made me enjoy whatever the hell the messenger is supposed to be. They made me enjoy the old Ninja Gaiden games. That's effectively what they did.
Dinosaur cull.
So
You are completing objectives faster
So we got that. Payday 3 is coming up next week. In a couple weeks, more news on the next Monster Hunter. That's gonna be great.
I'm both excited and worried about that, honestly, because of what they said that they were like doing.
Oh,
Summoning raptors.
If I remember right, and don't quote me on it,
Gonna
but
quote you on it.
they said they wanted to approach more people with the game or some shit like that. So like try and expand the fan base and make the game be more approachable to a new audience.
I mean, they've been taking steps towards that for a while. I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons why they made World the way that they did. And it actually was very successful. And approachability can, like, I actually want to remain hopeful and say that the approachability won't be dumbing down systems, but more just better explaining the systems that are there and taking out ones that just are there for the purpose of tedium. Like, let me trade things. You want some
No.
accessibility? Let me
I
trade
disagree with
things.
you. Things should not be traded because then it creates RTM or RMT or whatever it's called. Real money trading, RMT. There.
Oh no. They're gonna real money trade in my dinosaur killing game that I never had to see them? Fuck it. I don't care.
Dinosaur cull.
If people want to pay, if people want to pay somebody that has way too much time for a fucking like Rathalos gem,
Considerable damage.
let them.
Currently,
I don't give a
all
fuck.
humans have been eliminated.
It ain't gonna ruin my good time.
You can enjoy each war game to the fullest.
I guess.
There's my fucking hot take. It's an issue and stuff. It can be an issue in other stuff where like achievements and
Area near the marker
and
begin
things can actually be gained from, from RMT. Like getting things that you're not supposed to get that actually have some kind of like reputation behind them. Monster Hunter doesn't have that. Monster Hunter has you go out, fight a monster like 20 times, get mad because you still haven't gotten the thing that you want, and then move on. Because you're just like, fuck it, I guess I'm just never getting this.
I guess. I don't know. Trading in games is always double-edged because I don't want. Like, I like joining randos. I don't like joining randos like in fucking the Save the World where people will start spamming the fucking shatter the mic with obscenities because I don't want to buy their bullshit.
Area defense
I just want to play my video game, man.
75%. Summoning
And
raptors.
I've also never ran into that in Tales of the World. But
You know what? You're lucky.
hell, the one time that I think that I did, like, I had somebody throw out a bunch of weapons, and I was looking at them, and they were like, "Hey, what you got?" And I'm like, "I literally started last week," and they started throwing more stuff at me, and were like, "Here, keep it."
Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission.
Nah, I got called the N-word.
Defense mission. Preparing.
In other words,
Please wait. You must
alongside
defend the
that,
specified area.
because I was like,
Go
I'm
to
not
the area
giving
near
you
the marker
anything.
and begin defending it.
I'm just playing.
Summoning raptors.
Like that is I'm not gonna say it's a bad concern. It's an obvious, obviously valid concern.
Area defense progress.
Which
25%.
like there are other ways that you can go about it. Like, I don't know, have it to where have it like a similar system to other things that allow you to trade.
Diablo
Like,
3 had it right. Wait, was it Diablo 3? I don't remember which game it was. Basically,
Summoning
in this game, you can trade, but the trade is only limited to a certain amount of hours,
Yep.
like 3 hours, and with the players that you were playing with.
yep. Like just make it to where like if I want a specific like weapon or armor set or whatever, that I can just be like, "Hey guys, can we hunt this fucking thing real quick?" And then we just do the hunt, and then I'm like, "Did literally anybody get this?" And they're like, "Yeah, I got this." Okay, cool, thank God.
Oh, I died. Good. Alright. Give me ult again. And, sorry, I just, I gotta sell it. You fucking Warframe.
Oh,
When
God.
you were saying that relic farming, like it's tedious for you, you can make that easier by just grinding with other people that share the same relic. So instead of just being like a 15% chance, it's a 15% chance 4 times. Everyone's has the same, like, matching relic. And there are a lot of people in chat that will join your party if you just say, like, the relic that you're using, and then just match grind.
That would involve me actually talking to other people, other than the people that I already know.
I have awarded the enemy team a domino.
Yeah,
They may invade with a hostile
I agree.
dinosaur. Summoning raptors.
And I can't have that. I can't allow that. Not for myself.
Summoning an
You know, in all seriousness, though, I do understand that, and I recognize that as a valid thing. Most of my relic grinding experience has been either solo or with Gizmo, because he was the only person I was playing at the time, which meant that every time we wanted to get something, because we never wanted the same thing, never, ever wanted the same thing, we would have to go out of our way, do the mission that I had the relic that he was needing, so we could get a couple copies, and then go in together in order to do it. So that was wasting 2 of our time. It's a very good system for grinding out stuff if you are willing to engage with other people in the community. That I will definitely agree with. It is a much worse system than Keys if you are not engaging with the community and just playing it like you were before. You have to play the game differently in order to actually benefit the relics.
You just die already, fuck. But yeah, I agree.
dinosaur cult.
But at the end of the day, it's a multiplayer game,
Follow
Yeah.
the Watcher.
Engaging with other people is kind of expected.
Summoning raptors.
That I completely understand, and that is actually a really good argument for your case. It doesn't change my opinion on my preference between the two. I will say that, but it is something I didn't actually like think about. So yeah, relics aren't that bad. It's just a change in how you need to approach that kind of system.
Yeah. But it just comes down to just preference when it comes to that. I'm trying to heal you. Do we not have a Dominator?
Nope.
That motherfucker really just pushed me off.
Fine, fuck me, I guess. Jesus Christ, Triceratops just won't die.
Sword call.
Right?
Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission.
One day I'll sugarcoat Warframe enough for you to give it a second chance.
I'd
Just
sooner,
wait.
I'd be more likely to reinstall Destiny at this point.
Dinosaur and attack.
Ah, so Destiny.
Wait.
Alright. I see how it is.
But that's assuming that that you aren't being
Summoning Tyrannosaurus.
pulled forward by honeyed words.
Yeah, I'm kind of just waiting on February because there's a lot of promises, and I myself don't know if I want to believe half of it. They've shown some stuff, and they've said some things that are like nice. Like my main issue for a while has been that the seasons just feel very stale, because it's same thing every season with a different sort of thing. But they said they're approaching it differently now. They're taking a page from Fortnite, and they're gonna do chapters instead. Oh God, please don't kill me. Thank you.
Actually, like, I know that, you know, Fortnite has a reputation. People love to shit on it, but Fortnite
Fortnite
does
is a
do it
good
right.
game.
Like, Fortnite actually does do it right with the with how they handle their seasons, because it's just like, all right, this is in this season, this is the state of the game. This season we are dealing with heists, so now we've changed the map where there's heist things in here, and throughout the season we just add in like, oh, here's another weapon, here's another fucking like vehicle that's added. Oh, we tweaked a couple of the
Thank you
of the
for
modifier
producing
things that you
high-quality
can
data.
get.
Remember, exosuits
That's-
can always be refined.
That's great. That shit's good. The way that Destiny was handling it was, okay, here's the season, and then we drip feed you stuff, and like fucking, what was the name of this? What was the season with the Cabal like war games that you were doing?
The Cabal season. That was so inconsequential. I do not fucking remember the name
Right,
of it,
like,
but I know what
the
you're
s-
talking about.
The story was almost non-existent, and the entire season was just like dedicated to this new game mode where they released like 3 variants of it that were basically all just the same thing, and you were just told to grind that for the season. They didn't change anything out in the world. They didn't change any, or they didn't like modify any weapons. Like they added a couple new weapons, but you know what? It's fucking Destiny. They all do the same fucking thing.
Yeah. It'd be like
And this is like also around the time that they announced that they were removing half of the fucking content and planets from the game. Like, that's not the kind of change that I want.
yeah, that they really just shot themselves in the foot in that season.
Yeah, we're technically over time. I want to do one more though.
I'm down.
We actually are finally winning again.
Knock on wood.
I hope. I really hope that that things like Destiny really turn themselves around and just kind of pull people back, because yeah, like there's a lot of games that I would love to like get back into. I just want them to be better.
Not so.
Yeah. Like when I quit Destiny, it was a grind. And it wasn't a fun grind. Like when I am logging into a game just to do like the daily missions, so that's like, all right, 2 runs of Gambit, 2 runs of PvP, and 2 runs of the like the PvE dungeon roulette or whatever. Like that's not fun. And the fact that if I like was unlucky with my dailies and I had to do an extra of any of those, like that I actively got annoyed by it. That doesn't feel good. It doesn't make me want to play the game. It makes me dread getting into the game just because I feel the need to complete the season pass.
Yeah, they fuck quite a lot, but it's just like they take 1 step forward and then 2 steps back with a lot of things.
Welcome to my
But
research
I'm
facility.
not
You
gonna
produced outstanding
deny
combat data in
the
a
fact
previous
that
war game. Keep crushing those
they
efforts
have
and
done
prove
some
them
things
wrong.
right. Like their dungeons are some really good content.
You know, after you pay
Their
more,
rate.
pay extra money for it.
Melee combat.
This is spoken from a person who bought the edition. So my experience with the money was I paid $60 once and I didn't have to worry about it the entire year. But yeah, like I agree. Like I didn't know the whole dungeon shit, so
But yeah, no,
For me-
the dungeons though are really fun. I really enjoyed doing dungeons when I was able to actually fucking do dungeons.
Interdimensional transfer.
Never was able to do any raids other than like a single run of Leviathan that was so
You
scuffed
have reached the ally.
that
Initiating VTOL
I
defense mission.
would barely even count it.
Protect the VTOL. A throne room sits deep within these ruins. Transmission.
I raid a bunch only because I'm lucky that I found some Latino friends that I can play Destiny with on the occasion.
Summoning gas neosource.
Because now that I'm getting older, a lot of people are very young that I'm trying to play video games with.
Summoning gas neosource.
Don't you know you're too old to be playing video games?
according to white girls, yes, I am too old to be playing video games. Yeah, I don't have that much of a range. I'm the shitty version of the witch doctor.
You are completing
No, you're fine.
objectives faster than
That was entirely my bad. I just looked down at my health and saw I was like at 16, so I just jumped and double teleported out.
combat area. Please wait. Summon Baryonyx. Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
But yeah, there's a lot of content that just can't do solo. You need that social interaction.
Yeah,
And
and
it fucking
I'm
sucks because finding 6 people to do a raid sucks ass. But at least it's easier than finding 8, 14. Jesus.
fine. I just don't like talking to people.
Said the man who does callouts in streams. What the fuck?
Dinosaurs are attacking
Yeah,
Beetle.
crazy. You know, my wife said something very similar actually.
I'm sorry, but that don't make no sense. What the fuck? You just said the weirdest shit I've ever heard.
Completing objective
You don't like talking to people?
Yeah, I don't like talking to people. It's always very awkward meeting new people.
Summon
Oh, you're socially anxious.
Sinonythosauruses.
I get that.
Summoning Pachycephalosaurus.
But still, that's just weird coming from you.
Like, I'll talk to people. I'll be friendly and like hell and like doing call outs and stuff. That's just that's strictly business. Like, yep, I'm calling out things because I happen to be the most knowledgeable. I'd like to think that when I'm in it, I am relatively outgoing, but I'm never going to invite myself to a party. I am never ever going to actively like form a group myself because I just can't do it.
Interesting.
If I'm in a group, yeah, I'm fine. Somebody invites me, I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm down. I'm nowhere near social enough to actually be the one to make a group.
Huh.
Hell, I hated joining fucking hunt discords in Final Fantasy, just because like, and that's literally just tracking the Discord and going to the spot with the notification. I have been joined up with a thing with a Final Fantasy Discord that's literally designed to have like get people into Sherpa runs of Delubum Regane Savage and the Eureka one. Can't remember what it's called. Valdician Arsenal. Like, there's people that actually run those, like, weekly.
Yes, I'm into Discords. That's how I got my clears.
Yeah, I've seen the notifications. Not once have I ever even, like, put in an RSVP because I don't want to. I just stare at it. So I got as far as getting into the Discord and nothing else.
I mean, in all honesty, if you ever get back into Destiny, there is a specific group on this that it's for people who don't like to talk and just want to get raids done.
I know you tried to get me into it at some point, and then like we got
just stopped
together,
playing.
and then you never no. We got together, and then we found out that like nothing was scheduled.
Yeah, it just happens in a moment. Because I've gotten a few clears like that. It's just, and I guess that's where you don't want to start shit plays out. Because most of the times I started shit out.
The enemy team has activated the dominant.
What is that level 99 NPC? What the fuck?
Proceed to next mission.
Yep, that's the guy's name, level 99 NPC.
You can't be serious. I mean, he does play like one.
cult.
Oh, that is his
Prepare
name.
combat area.
Yes.
I thought that was a bot name.
No.
Well, he plays worse than an NPC. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a chase.
No. It's not.
You are too far from the combat zone. Return now.
What
the
or
fuck?
receive a forced transfer.
Kick me. Ow. I tried to react in time.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but yeah, I am a lot more
Warning. You will now
awkward than I
commence the final
put
mission.
on when I'm actually
Brace
in the
yourselves
moment.
for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. The
You're
first
really
to
never
complete
given that
all
vibe off.
assigned objectives wins. Do your part and generate robust combat data.
Like, I just took you for a normal run-of-the-mill extrovert.
Summon T-Rex.
Nope, I'm very much not. Hell, I don't know if I talked to you about it, but I straight up had a panic attack because of Wendy's, because they started handing me fucking Frosties without lids on them for a to-go order, and I just
Summoning gas meal.
for 4 of them, and
Team has progressed
I
to the final
barely got out a request for a fucking drink tray.
I remember you telling me about that. I just thought that was just like, you know, too much bullshit happening with life compounded with that.
gas meal.
No, that is just something that I unfortunately deal with occasionally. It doesn't happen very often, but yeah, no, like just it just happens.
Fair enough. Ow.
How am I not dead?
Because I'm keeping you alive. You're well.
Damn it.
Warning. The enemy team has activated the Dominator. Enemy controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction.
Now there's
And
two
we
of
got
them.
Another Dominator?
Yes.
I'm sorry. What?
I mean, this is the Dominator for the second phase.
Well, now we have to take him out before we can actually move on.
Take him out or just wait the time around. You ain't killing my butts. Get stunned, bitch. Bye, bitch.
Dinosaur call.
Trying.
I'm surprised that I've never given off that vibe in your opinion.
Proceed to next mission.
That's honestly quite
You're
surprising.
very talkative. And you have that, like, you're not on the level of Darius, where you take over a room, but you do take over the leadership positions. I just never took you for not an extrovert.
there's actually I could see that, I guess. But there's actually a very weird reason for
Summon
that.
Pyro Neosaurs.
And it's just because it's easier to be in a position of leadership to make sure that everything actually goes well.
Baryonyxes.
Like, when I'm in a position of leadership, I have a lot more control over how things actually go. It's not even because of a control thing. It's just like I'm a lot less likely to be in an awkward situation if I am in control of the situation.
I mean, that makes sense. Where's the other?
Summon Baryonyxes.
I am physically unable to. Ooh. Okay.
Oh my god, I just got baited.
Yes.
He fell down and then immediately hopped back up. And I thought that he fell down on flat ground. He fell into a pit and immediately flew out.
Nice.
So I went to chase him.
Personally, I don't like positions of leadership, even though I was trained to be that way.
For your team. Use it to
Like,
commandeer a
my
dinosaur
parents
and attack.
handled that I was
Summon
good at being in that kind of like position. But I don't like it. I don't like being in charge.
Neosaurs.
I like being the like right hand. I enjoy like making sure that things stay in control and handling things not as the leader, but as a secondary hand.
Dimensional crossing activated. You may
That's just me.
enemy team's combat. Disrupt the enemy's mission progress.
Knocking me off. Oh, you went over. No wonder I'm dying.
Yes, sir.
Summon Evoker Neosaurs. Summon a Stegosaurus.
Yep, there we go. And I'm just as much of a fucking weirdo as everybody else.
Where's the Triceratops?
Right there. Oh, okay.
Wombo, combo.
One wombo combo, I just died. You got wombo combo though.
Yep. I mean, I'm just little old me. Balls on you.
You look like an old man.
Yes. Because I'm one. Woo!
Oh man, when your power went out yesterday, we were waiting for you. One of the guys was asking. They're like, "Does anybody know how old Rise is? Like, is he like a young kid? Maybe like his internet got turned off and he's not coming back." I'm like, no.
Victorious.
I need you to understand.
Well done.
Wow. Do I really have that squeaky of a voice?
No, I don't think you do.
Well, damn. I feel so nice that someone thought that I was that young.
Hilarious.
Wow. I'm gonna be 29 next year.
Oh, oh right, you're younger than me. I forgot.
Yes. Very lightly, but yes.
Behold, the best exo
Yeah, no, I was
fighters
doing
in this war.
trash. I don't even deserve to be up there.
Oh, that was a big score. Goddamn, that's my first 100k with them.
Shit, you got 100K. Nice.
I got 133k.
Very nice.
Yes.
Okay. That's gotta be it for me. Right on this.
That's good, dude.
Honestly, I'm just happy that we started actually winning towards the end. And if this was just a night of nothing but losses, I don't know what I would do with myself.
Yeah. I would have just gone to bed and cried.
Same though.
Sad noises. What's the max level on the survival pass, by the way?
It has been
50, I believe.
Mm,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm 46. Close to finishing it.
You need to finish that, man.
Yeah. Gotta play some Fortnite too.
Yeah.
Too many battle passes, not enough time.
I don't know. I completed the battle pass for
Despite my
Exoprimal.
synthetic nature, Alders considers me
But
a
then
you're
again,
right.
you also have the Destiny battle pass.
Yeah. And then I started playing fucking Starfield.
Oh shit, Starfield has a battle pass too.
No,
That's
it's
a
just
joke. That's a joke. I know. Uh, but thank you for joining me tonight.
yeah, always enjoyable.
And for anybody else, if you're still here, thank you for being here, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, despite all of our awkward back and forth conversations.
Hell yeah. Those are the fun kind of conversations.
Yeah, they're usually, even if they are awkward.